So for this problem, it mentions two different things reacting. I'm either dealing with a stoic or like a regular stoic or a limiting reactant problem here then. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is complete and balance that reaction. Hydrogen gas, that's just hydrogen, but it's a diatomic. Reacts with oxygen gas, that's just oxygen, but it's a diatomic. Let's say you didn't know how they combined, you didn't know what type of reaction it was. They give you a hint that it's water being produced. If they didn't give you that hint, well, all we have here are two singular elements, hydrogen and oxygen. So it must be synthesis. All we can do is squish them together. Hydrogen's a +1, oxygen's a -2, crisscross, and we'd still end up with water. So even if that wasn't given to us, we'd be able to figure out the product was water. I need to balance it though. A 2 there will fix my oxygens. A 2 there will fix my hydrogens. So now I can see, is it limiting reactant? Is it stoic? Is it volume to volume? Anything like that? Looking at what they give us, 5 liters of the hydrogen, 3 liters of the oxygen. So that's information about both reactants. And they also want volume of water. So we're given a volume, we want a volume. That's how we know this is a volume to volume problem. That means I don't have to find moles. I don't need a pressure. I don't even have a pressure or temperature. I couldn't find moles if I wanted to. Volume to volume means we can just use the volumes. That's fine. The fact that we have 2 volumes of each reactant tells me it's a limiting reactant volume to volume. So I'm going to do an ice chart, like a mini ice chart. But the whole chart's going to be in volumes. So we start with 5 liters of the hydrogen, 3 liters of the oxygen. We never start with any of the product. Minus the same number of x's as coefficient, plus the same number of x's as coefficient. To figure out which one's limiting, I have to first take they're not moles now, they're liters, divided by the coefficient for each. The smaller one is what's limiting and is what it is going to give us 0, and also is how we're going to find our x value. So then 2.5 ends up being our x value because we say 5 minus 2x equals 0, 5 equals 2x, 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 is now my x value. I can then take that x value and plug it in. So 0 plus 2 times my x value, I would get 5 liters of water.